Welcome back, everybody, to another episode on Plexiglass Mountains. And on today's video, we are going create. What do I mean by going create? Well, if you take a look over here, this guy is actually going way faster because I had to change the functionalities underneath there because I updated to the 0.5 create, which means I have access to trains. And I've been trying to get some of the things like up and running so we can start doing some stuff, but I found a little bit of an issue. So I have a small lava setup over here that I've been using my reservoir filled with lava, so I dump in the drain, then goes into the tank and goes into the spout. Now the problem is not this part is like pretty create basics. The problem is the sturdy sheets, because the sturdy sheets actually require powdered obsidian plus lava, then 2 presses, and boom, sturdy sheets. So it seems easy, right? The problem with that is that there's no recipe for powdered obsidian, and without this powdered obsidian I cannot do the sturdy sheets, which means I would not be able to do most of the train stuff. Now, I tried with regular obsidian dusts and it does not work. This does not work at all. So, since I was the one who updated the pack manually, I guess that's one of the bugs, I could say that. Yeah, because the recipe for that does not exist. But, nevertheless, we do have a small failsafe in these situations, which is just go over here, type powdered obsidian, which of course I typed it completely wrong, and I'm gonna grab a stack and that's it. Yep, because this is the only way that I would be able to actually do some of the train stuff. Now I think if I'm going to use that, I should at least get my hands on some obsidian seeds. I can just place them over here. I guess I'll just place them down here. I will upgrade this into a tertium block, and then I'll put some obsidian seeds, because I basically want to like sacrifice some of these things so it actually like it's not as big of an issue me like getting some of the powdered obsidian, because if I even type obsidian, there's no real recipe for that one. It doesn't even show up here in the JI, which is pretty bad. But until the pack properly gets updated, I guess I'll have to deal with this like this. So I'll just make obsidian, I'll convert it, I'll even make it up till refined obsidian even if I want, if you guys feel like I have to, and then I'll just toss this like into the void or to the lava. So, but you know what? Let's start this off properly. First of all, we need to make some train tracks. And in order to make train tracks, we need some slabs that need to actually go and be processed with some either iron or zinc nuggets, and like through a deployer, and then actually be stepped on with a press. Now, I just need to confirm if I do have deployers. I think I have. Yes, I do. And I do have the presses right there, so I'm just now gonna clean up this corner over here, and I'll set this up to be automatic. So I just input the slabs and I get the stuff on the other side. Okay, just a quick and easy setup. Let's see if it actually works. And 1 and 2 and that's super slow, 3. And we got ourselves a train track. So can I toss like these 6 in here and they'll do? Yes, we got ourselves 1 train track. And this should actually go, yeah, it goes perfectly. So now I'm just gonna wait, and we have a couple train tracks, and I'm gonna make some more. Okay, I just sped this up using an electric motor right here, and now we got 9 stacks plus a lot coming. Like a lot. I have a lot of things coming here. But now, before we proceed, there's also one more thing we have to get on our hands. And that thing is using these sturdy sheets on brass casings. On this version of Create, the way you actually change or make the casings, you gotta use stripped logs, then give it a brass ingot, and then it turns into brass casing. And for this one, you just do this. You just grab your sturdy sheets and you put it into brass casings, and they turn into train casings. Then on the next step, we're gonna grab 2 train stations, or basically 1 for the price of 2, because this is what you actually need in order to start making trains. Yeah, as you can see, it pops up this arrow right here, and you can like tell it which direction you want it to go. And I decided that I'm gonna start by making some farms a little bit further away from our base, and one of those will actually be a guardian farm over there. So I want a train to go over here, pick up the resources and bring them back over here, because I don't want to go there. I want that thing to go and grab me all the stuff for me. Over here, I'm still undecided. I guess we can make some other buildings in this area. There's a lot of cool biomes over here that we do not have like access in certain ways to. One thing that I'll definitely for sure want is to come over here to the snowy biome so I can make a snow farm. That's one of the things I probably will be doing. But since the guardian farm will probably come in first, I guess we can tell it to be going that way. And just like so, we now have a station. Now this station, I'll call it home. You can edit this to be whatever you want, call it home. And now you actually need to do this, create a new train. There you go. Now if you right click this, it's not going to do anything, but if you use a train casing, boom, there you go. Now I'm not quite so sure. Yeah, the rest of the train you can go like whatever the distance you feel like, but you gotta use more and more of these guys. So I got 3, so I can technically go with something like this. Of course you can just right click them and then they change their appearance just like so. But what I'm probably thinking is I'll give it a little bit more space. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit. I'll give it a little bit more space between each others, just so I can have like a proper building area, because I want to have like each platform be decently big. There we go. With a little bit of building, we now have our first carriage. And I even added like the second train here, and then we're gonna have like some more carriages here. This is like a pretty simple design. I'm not gonna go like overboard with some of the things that we can do right now, because I want to save it for the train farms. This is gonna be like my what should I call it? It's like be my transportation one. Yeah, it's gonna be like basically the one that's gonna carry me around wherever I want to go. And now we're missing a big and important block right here. And of course, what we are lacking is the train controls. Now, the trickiest part of the train controls is actually the precision mechanism, because it needs to go 5 times through this process. So I just quickly made it over here and just tossed it a bunch of times, a bunch of them. And it's kind of tedious, because they have like an 80% chance of failing now, or a success, sorry, and then just a random item. I don't know how I feel about this new mechanic, but it's okay. I guess whenever we make a create factory, we'll have to have this in mind. And you want to place your train controls, and you want to also be placing your seat, because of course you want to be sitting. Like, you don't want to be standing, because you're probably gonna get glitched out and tossed out of your train. Now, I think I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not gonna do like more, because I want to like do a proper test run. We do have some doors as well, as you can see. They're pretty fancy. I like these guys. And now we're just gonna assemble train, and apparently I have something wrong. Of course there's something wrong. The train is not glued. Yes, you have to glue your train, and now this new glue is actually pretty good. Like, I'm not even gonna complain about the new glue system that they had it, because it's pretty good. Set blocks must be connected. What do you mean? Okay, so we can like glue these guys, and then I can even go ahead and glue these guys. Now I have to glue the bottom part. And if I glue these guys like this guy must also be glued to that guy. That's perfect. Now we do need to pay attention to this. They all need to be connected, so I think I'm going all the way back here. That's perfect. And then I also need to do these guys right over there. I guess we can do it over there. And now these stairs are still not in. So if we go ahead and you put over these stairs. And now if you see all of your blocks inside these gray or green borders, then you're good. If everything is inside of these, then everything is glued up together, which everything seems to be. And we should be good too. Like, cancel, create, and assemble. Wait, what? Ah, there we go. Now the train is all set and ready to go. Apparently, I think it was just this guy was not being registered from there. And now if we take a seat and if we right click, we are now controlling the train. If we have 5, you can see we have a very big view, which is amazing. And if we start to go forward, we lose some stuff. Okay, why are we losing all those things? I don't know. I'm gonna go back and we're gonna have to glue all of this, but you can see that now I have a hotbar down there that says hold space to approach. So if I hold space, it will immediately go and perfectly stop over here at the station, and I can just come on down. And apparently I was even wasting some fuel, and we're here. Now I do need to disassemble the train again, and of course I have to fix it real quick by probably gluing stuff like this. Now all these things should be okay, and I missed these trapdoors over here. I'm gonna glue them like that, and we can probably try again. Yep, there we go. Now everything comes with us, and we have a pretty beefy train, I might add. This is a pretty beefy boy, but he's not gonna do anything on its own, right? We kind of have to give it like somewhere to go and stuff like that, and for that we need to create more stations. That's how this works. They go from station to station like this guy, and apparently I misparked for some reason. He did not finish stopping. Ah, there you go. There you go. Now it stopped, because we need to go around and put some more stations. But I've been looking for a desert, and apparently I have a desert like 8,000 blocks that way. That's way too far. Like this direction, that's way too far. So we're going to use the train in the nether. And you know what, just for the testing of this, I made a second station over here. As you can see, we have a loop around, and you can actually do this with these rails, which is amazing. And then we can get into more advanced things with these guys. But now I want this guy to go over there. And how can I do this? Well, you have this train schedule over here, and you can add stuff for the train to do. Because you can tell it traveled to the station, and I call that other one garage, because it's probably where I'm gonna be like actually doing the things on the train, so I can like build them over there and then like keep this line like unoccupied so my other trains can actually go back and forth, because I want to have a few of them over here. And now we need to give this over here, but you can't just right click it over here, and you can't right click it over here as well. So the way you actually do this is you can do this through a hopper, or if you have an animal here. So if you happen to have a dog, you can just sit the dog here, give him the schedule, and he would drive the train for you. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy to come in here. I'm not sure. You can like teleport over here, boy. Can you TP into the no? You cannot? No? Okay. Ah, there we go. Now, if you get your train schedule and you right click him, Control is sitting in front of the controls. Oh, so I gotta put the seat forward a little bit. Excuse me, sir. Can you hold on a minute, sir? Thank you, sir. I probably also need to reapply the glue. So that's what I'm gonna do. And sir, could you please and assemble train. Train is assembled. I no longer need any of this. And We're going. We're going. Look. And we're, of course, circulates off. And the train goes, and it's going to stop right there. Now, this is really amazing. And you can tell the train to go wherever you, well, want it to go. And it's pretty good. And then whenever it arrives, he opens the doors. Now I can actually have like extra seats over here for me, so I don't get knocked off the train, just like you saw. So now we need to start thinking of what we can possibly do with these guys. I'm gonna send them through the nether. Yes, you can send them through the nether. You can just make a nether portal in the middle of the railroad, and you put a railroad on the other side of the nether portal, then the train just keeps on going. And we're gonna be using that because we need an infinite source of lava. Where can we get that? The nether. And then I want to, of course, bring it over here so we can start using our power tower over here to actually start producing some extra things. Now we're quite ahead in terms of the mechanism, but of course now with this update on create, I kind of want to have a lot of things going with create mod over here. And to do that, we need lava and we need some space. Of course, I already laid out some of the floors right here on the tower, as you guys can see. And now we actually have space to probably use create to its best potential. We do have the electric motors, so we can actually use our power from the reactor to power everything. And we can go and create stuff. Well, guys, this is probably a smaller episode just because I want to be showing you guys the trains over here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see more trains, because we're making a massive station here. For sure, we're making a massive station over here. So, hope you guys enjoy it, and see you in the next one. Bye!